Test. So this is the critique for another student's work, and I chose Dao Wynn's wire sculpture because I thought her work throughout the semester was really, really awesome. And yeah, this one was one of my favorites. So for the description, I would say it is a wire sculpture with multiple different widths and colors of wire. And it appears to be like some sort of water buffalo or cow with a figure playing a flute. And it looks like there's some sort of like text box or like audio bubble coming from the flute, which is really, really fun. The cow has these small wires at the end of the tail to give like hair. And that feels like really, really in depth and like a lot of like really these hidden small details in here. Like the curl of this wire right here to give this like a very fun like feeling swirl. I would say it's somewhat realistic in its forms, but it's definitely abstracted and like simplified down. And the mood of this is very. It's not serious. I'll give it somewhat of like a. What is the mood? It's almost nostalgic, or like makes me want to like travel, or like some sort of like rustic, or like East Asian. I don't know, just like water buffalo vibes. I guess that's the only way I can really describe how it makes me feel. So for analysis, I think the choice of like the black wire to give the outlines was really smart, and it definitely leads your eye to what it wants you to like feel, in that it's like an animal shape here, a ground or water, like water lily forms. And like I think the black wires definitely give like the strength of it. And then like the subtle, like very, very like small thin wires gives like the meat of like the form and composition. My interpretation, I think I'm just gonna go straight on like I interpret this how it is looking like. I interpret this just simply as a character like on a water buffalo, like just playing the flute and like having fun. If I knew like the story of like her life and maybe what these like characters or like symbology means, I think that'd be like one of the instances where an artist's story definitely adds to the piece, because I'm engaged in the sense that I really want to know like the thought process and like what was going on here, because I think her work again is really, really cool. My judgment, I think it's very successful. I mean, it made me feel bad for how like crappy and low effort mine were, and I just think just a judgment overall, she goes like out of her way to make like really, really cool pieces. And so I think it's very successful, especially for like student submitted work. I think this is could easily go in galleries. I've seen way worse in galleries. So I think it is very successful, and it brings, I don't know, just an energy I'm not used to seeing for sure, at least in Utah. And yeah, I'll judge this a 10 out of 10. It's a really good one.